Welcome back to Closing Bell, and let's chat commodities now. And we have seen many of the commodities actually posting strong gains for the week and for the month of March as well. The first guest who joins us today is Vaishali Banerjee. She is MD India at Platinum Guild International. Vaishali, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And jewelry mostly has been a very male-dominated sector. I mean, we've been talking about women leaders for a very long time now and celebrating them as well. What is your sense on how the sector has absorbed in women leaders?
Hi, Manisha. Lovely to talk to you. And you're right. Today we see a lot more women in the industry, in leadership positions or in positions of decision making. And it's really lovely to see that, because when I look back, there were much fewer women who were in positions of decision making or in any kind of leadership role. But it's a very, very encouraging change that I'm seeing. And I'm seeing so many young, vibrant women, in this industry. And it's really required. I think we're just headed in the right direction. My journey here has been quite amazing. And you said that, you've seen me. Very interestingly, my leadership team are all women. So it's quite a thing. Of course, we have a large retail team, and it's a gender agnostic. It's based on just performance led. If I look at how it's been here, and as you say that yes, it was male bastion, but what I noticed about the industry right from the start, that people were very open. They were very welcoming. I came from, advertising marketing industry into the jewelry industry, which is very, very different kind of an industry for me at that time. But what I found that they were very welcoming. It was very inclusive. The entire atmosphere and the engagements were very collaborative. It was very supportive. Because for PGI, it's always been about building the market in India in partnership with the industry. It's not about doing it on, we are not retailers or manufacturers. So it requires very strong collaboration. And I think this is the partnership that I saw from the day I joined. And since then, I think it's been a very, very enriching engagement with the industry, because I find them very open. We share knowledge, which is great. Listen to each other, because when you're building a new category, you have to listen to each other. And I think that new ideas are benefiting all of us. And today it's a vibrant category. There are, in the past, inevitably you'll have misses, you'll have failures, and that's part of the game. And I think everybody took it on as learning. And today we look back and see that it is really a very strong, new incremental business that we have all built together. So it's been a huge amount of learning, extremely rewarding. And I actually enjoy working in this industry. It's unlike anything that I had experienced before, because, this is an industry that values relationships. They believe in the people they associate with. And it's a beautiful product.
Well, we're glad to know that. Let's move on to the platinum as an industry then. And we do understand that we're trading off those 4-month lows that we were trading earlier on. What is it that you've seen in sense of trends, and what's your sense on growth now in 2023 for the metal?
We are seeing quarter-on-quarter growth. So the growth has been steady quarter-on-quarter. So I think while there are ups and downs, one quarter better than the other, both in terms of manufacturing and retail sales, we are seeing steady growth across all the segments. So we are actually very, very positive about this year, and this year we should get an entire full year. And I think this, both in terms of retail sales, manufacturing, whether we look at distribution, all of this, I think, will be seeing definitely strong growth over last year. And then our key partners, in any case, have grown to pre-COVID levels. So I think this is what our expectation is of the market.
All right. Well, I guess the expectations are that the platinum growth in 2023 is expected to grow by 24%. And as you said, we already are at pre-COVID levels in the markets there. How are you looking at, as an association with tie-ups in the Indian markets, what is the marketing strategy going forward to?
I think there is certain things that we have to do more of, because that, our task is in terms of market development. So in terms of building access, presence, through distribution, that we have to do more of. I think each of the segments have a lot of headroom to grow, both in terms of when you look at the rings segment, which is all your anniversary engagement commitment rings, there's a lot of headroom to grow. Platinum talks to the young consumer, and within that consumer, we are getting new consumers into the fold, because that's how our demographic is. We have an opportunity for multiple acquisitions. So if between the categories, so self-purchase, it's something that we have launched end of 2020. So it's a very new category for us in platinum in India. So there's a lot of scope to grow self-purchase, both in terms of distribution, in terms of cities, and in terms of demand. Men's is doing extremely well. It is about ensuring that it's a collection, we come out with the right collection to engage with the consumer. Rings, as I say, continue to be the front runner in terms of both the category growth as well as the distribution growth. So I think it's a combination of marketing is something that we have to do. Branding and marketing is central to the promise of the brands, because it's completely branded segments. This is a young consumer. This consumer actually responds very well to marketing. In terms of new channel, e-commerce is is a growth channel for us as well as it is for the industry. So that is another opportunity in terms of channels, additional and incremental channels. But for us, even within the existing channel, reaching more cities and reaching more retail stores is also a potential area of growth.
All right, glad to know that. Thank you so much, Vaishali, as well, for joining us. So all positive numbers is what Vaishali Banerjee giving to us. Supply this year, remember, is only expected to gain up by 3%, but demand a double digit and 20% north on the higher side. So clearly that sector looks